All right, so I'm gonna show you how to make some plates. Now, assuming you already bought your files from Etsy, I'm gonna go ahead and open Silhouette. The only reason I'm using Silhouette is because I have a Mac and the Epson is not too friendly with Macs, so I had to get Silhouette. Once you open Silhouette, as you can see, this is the image I'm gonna be doing today. It is go to File. You want to click on print page setup. You want to go ahead and set up by however you want. I have it at 17 inches wide because that's the roll I'm using, by 12 inches of height because I'm going to twist the image sideways so I don't use that much paper. Now, once you have your size set up and you have your image on here, you want to go ahead and choose what size you're gonna do. Now, my size plates are 11 by 14, so I'm gonna go ahead and manipulate the width by 11.2. That 0.2 is just so you can have a little bit of ink so you can center it properly, so you can know exactly where the image is. Now, although my height is over 14 inches, based on the image, I'm okay with cutting a bit of the image off. So once you have the size you want, you can go to, if you're gonna print it vertically, you don't have to do anything. Just make sure your print page setup is long enough so you can print vertically. I'm gonna print horizontally, so I'm gonna go to transform and I'm gonna rotate the image by 90 degrees. And then I'm gonna go ahead and center my image, and I would just print that as it is. I would go to print, and I would make sure I changed my Wi-Fi to my Epson printer Wi-Fi. I already have it there. Then I would see the preview. If I like it, I'll press print. This right here, make sure the printer that is chosen is your sublimation printer. You don't want it to say some other random printer and then worry about why it's not printing. I'm gonna go ahead and choose, I don't mess with anything. I don't mess with the layout. I don't mess with any of the printer options. I make sure there's only one image or however many plates you want to make, and then you go ahead and press print. I've already printed this, so I'm gonna go ahead and press cancel. All right, so right here we already centered the aluminum. We're putting tape just so the print doesn't slide off. You're gonna see that the heat press does have a lot of pressure. On anything like tile or plates, aluminum plates, we've seen that we need to apply a lot of pressure so air pockets don't build up. It's for 65 seconds, 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Gloves, heat resistant gloves for protection because it does come out very hot. You're gonna see right here, very glossy, very pretty colors. So right here is just a normal 11 by 14 picture frame. Just go ahead and take off the film. The acrylic front is gonna have a scratch protective film. Just go ahead and take it off from both sides and assemble like you would any other picture frame. The reason we have to use Silhouette is because for some reason the software the Epson came with, it's not compatible with Mac. It'll say on a fine print that if you do have a Mac, that you have to, it's recommended to get the Silhouette Studio software. For whatever reason, Mac and Epson, it just didn't work, and it'll say it on the fine print. This is what the first image looks like. We did a third image, but we didn't get to record it because we were just careless about it. So we'll have, this will be the second one. The second one, we ran through it a little bit faster. We were already getting a little bit comfortable, and we do have a lot of these aluminum plates that we've messed up. So we've tried it a couple times. For now, this is what works. Later on, we found out that one tape on each side is more than enough to keep the paper stable. Again, butcher paper, a lot of pressure, 60 seconds, 400 degrees Fahrenheit. A rag or a t-shirt to cover the surface that you're gonna slide it onto, especially if you're gonna slide it right away. Once again, we go ahead and assemble like any other picture frame. I want to say the longest part of making these plates is actually looking for the image, making sure the image is the correct size. The actual pressing and putting into the frame, that's pretty simple. This is the second one. And here are all the 3 images we did of Shinobu from this last movie of Demon Slayer, the insect Hashira.